Welcome to Business Turnaround, your go-to podcast for insightful strategies on managing companies in decline or distress. I'm your host, Marek Niedźwiedź from AXIA Capital, and today we are diving into a more technical but absolutely essential topic: forecasting profit and loss scenarios during a turnaround. Let's get it started. Let's start with this powerful quote. A good forecaster is not smarter than everyone else. He merely has his ignorance better organized. This is from Amos Tversky, a renowned psychologist and decision-making expert. And it's a perfect way to think about the role of forecasting in business turnarounds. The key isn't about having all the answers up front. Instead, it's about organizing the information you do have to create the most accurate possible picture of your business future, so you can make informed decisions that drive profitability. Why forecasting matters in a turnaround? When your business is in distress, you can't afford to make decisions based on good feelings or past experiences alone. You need hard data, and more importantly, you need a vision on how different actions and scenarios will impact your company's financial future. This is where forecasting P&L scenarios becomes so valuable. Forecasting lets you map out potential outcomes based on different strategies, so you can see the impact they will have on your profitability. You essentially build out different turnaround plans and project how each would perform. This gives you the insight needed to make better decisions and act with confidence. In practical terms, forecasting helps you to see whether certain cost-cutting measures will truly save your business or if aggressive sales growth is realistic. It helps you answer questions like, what happens if revenue increases by 10% next quarter? How will our cash flow be impacted if we reduce overhead by 15%? Can we sustain these changes long term? The trick, as Tversky noted, is organizing your ignorance. None of us can predict the future with complete certainty, but by working with the data you have and making educated assumptions, you can minimize the unknowns. Start by gathering all the relevant data, your past financial statements, market conditions, internal performance metrics, and use this as the foundation of your forecast. When creating your forecast scenarios, it's important to look at multiple angles. You cannot just build one plan and expect everything to go perfectly. Instead, consider a range of potential scenarios. What happens in a best case scenario, a worst case scenario, and something in between. By preparing for multiple outcomes, you will be better equipped to adapt when things change, as they often do in turnarounds. Let's talk about building out different turnaround plans and how they impact your profitability. First, you need to decide what key variables you will focus on. This could include revenue growth, what are realistic sales targets, and how will they impact profitability. Cost reduction, can you cut expenses without hurting core operations? What's the impact of reducing headcount, renegotiating contracts, or eliminating non-essential spending? Operational efficiency. What if you streamline processes or adopt new technologies? How would that impact your bottom line? Once you have these variables, run different scenarios with adjusted figures for each one. For example, you might create one forecast where you can reduce costs by 10% while revenue stays flat, and another when you aim for a 5% revenue increase with minimal cost cuts. This allows you to compare the potential outcomes and decide which strategy makes the most sense. Remember, the point of forecasting is to be proactive, not reactive. By building these scenarios and having a clear view of potential outcomes, you can take charge of the turnaround rather than just reacting to crises as they arise. Forecasting gives you the power to steer the ship, not just patch the leaks. That said, it's important to remain flexible. Forecasts are based on assumptions, and reality doesn't always play out exactly as expected. The beauty of having multiple forecasts is that you will be better prepared to pivot when needed, adjusting your strategy based on actual performance. Conclusion: in a business turnaround, forecasting P&L scenarios is one of the most valuable tools in your toolkit. It allows you to organize your knowledge and your ignorance into clear, actionable insights that you guide your decision making. By building out different turnaround plans and comparing their impact on profitability, you will be in a much stronger position to lead your business back to financial health. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Business Turnaround. I hope today's discussion has given you some valuable insights into the power of forecasting in a turnaround. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to reach out, and don't forget to subscribe for more episodes where we explore the strategies that can help your business thrive again. Bye for now.